Hello and welcome to episode 8 of Argumentative Neighbors and Meaningful Elaboration, A.N.I.M.E. Today we'll be discussing Scheris. I'd like to take this time to apologize for the unprofessionalism of panelist Tran. He's missed episode 6 and now episode 8. He's basically not here because of communication issues. We hope that he's fine and that he's just, being inconsiderate. But Chris and I will be doing this episode without Loy. So, from Palm Beach County, Florida, fan of 10 years, Christopher Davis.
Yeah, I'm over here somewhere. I don't know.
I'm the host, director, and narrator of the show, Jake Rose, fan of 12 years, born here in Worcester, Massachusetts. Our topics will include the constant flashbacks, how Kimishima, Ayase, and I just can't remember these names for a second, but if I look here, they'll see me looking there. It's the annoying part. You actually just bring up your 2 manga topics, because that'll be exclusively you.
Huh.
Getting really tongue twisted.
Yeah, bad hair day.
At least you can have bad hair days.
Sorry.
Alright.
You're starting to grow something back.
Something.
Alright, Kimishima, Ayase, and Scheris lived in the manga, but they died in the anime. In the anime, Cougar's death was left ambiguous, because, he just kind of spasms and then just falls asleep in the armchair, it seems. But in the manga, he actually did die. He was executed by Urizane, who then killed himself. Mujo's final transformation actually reminded me a lot of something, one of the aliens from Alien vs. Predator. I personally haven't watched it, but I still recognize that it looked really, really similar.
Kimishima's emptyheadedness, the correlation between alter powers and alchemy from Fullmetal Alchemist, similarity between alters and hollows from Bleach, how the alternate dimension is similar to the gate from Fullmetal Alchemist, how Tachibaba looks like Suzaku, how Kazuma and Ryuho fought 8 times, how Ryuho looks like Lelouch from Code Geass and Urizane.
In the anime, Kimishima died because of a holy raid on one of the villages. Ayase died in a fight with Kazuma after her altar was refined on the mainland. Kimishima and Ayase both lived in the manga and actually went on to marry each other. Scheris in the anime gave her life to save Ryuho's, but in the manga, she sort of fused with Ryuho temporarily to give him his 3rd altar form, and then afterwards they defused, I guess, and she lived.
Kimishima's character wasn't incredibly stupid, but maybe it's just that I don't like his character, but he did make some, I don't know how I should word this. Kimishima's empty-headedness. He wasn't really good enough about concealing his greed. Wasn't the best driver. Wasn't the best, rescue operations guy. He was really a lackluster character, in my opinion. Alter powers and alchemy. Alchemy is the comprehension of something, the deconstruction and the reconstruction of it, whereas alter powers skip this first step. It's almost an inert part of who they are. Not everyone can learn alchemy, but everyone that does have alter powers, it comes naturally.
Yeah, alchemy, you have to learn it. You have to understand all the different chemicals and all that.
Right. Alters and hollows. A lot of the alters seemed almost evil. A few of them were good. I mean, some of them served the sides of good, but they just had a sort of malicious look to them, which brought to mind Hollows from the Bleach series.
Is it alright if I kind of argue with that?
Sure.
Because I think they're closer to the Zanpakutos.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
I personally think that the alters are closely related to the Zanpakutos because they're a part of that alter user, kind of like Zanpakutos are like a part of the Shinigami. But there's also the fact that certain alters had different stages, kind of like Zanpakutos had the Shikai and the Bankai. And I also noticed Tachibana from Scheris actually kind of reminded me of Suzaku from Code Geass. You know, the whole, night thing, protecting people. At first, Tachibana had, this righteous obligation to beat Kazuma, and then got his ass kicked. But there was also the fact that the alternate dimension in Skryed, the altered dimension, was, we thought, kind of a parallel to Fullmetal Alchemist's The Gate. The crystal from Skryed was equivalent to Truth from the Fullmetal Alchemist manga.
Yeah. Whatever.
You want me to get out?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Alright, the altar that killed Ryuho's mom has a black and white color scheme to it, and so does Truth.
So I guess I'm going. I just felt it kind of ridiculous that throughout the series, Kazuma and Ryuho had a total of 8 fights, and I know because during the right before the last fight, Ryuho commented on them already having 7 fights, and I also noticed that there was kind of a parallel between Skryed and Dragonball Z, and then all the different Dragon Ball series. But it kind of reminded me how Goku and Vegeta, just how many fights did they have over, how many episodes in total? Like 400?
I found the it's Urizane, right?
Urizane.
Thanks. I found the Urizane character to be a very original idea. He didn't really serve much purpose on the show. I just liked this character. Props to whoever wrote Skryed for just mixing it up. They're not all thin, tall, short-haired young men. I mean, it's just something different is always refreshing. And he certainly was not the norm.
Yeah, the watermelons was kind of random.
Thank you for watching episode 8 of Argumentative Neighbors and Meaningful Elaboration. The topic for episode 9 is yet to be determined, but it will be up within the next month or so. So you may want to watch some older episodes of us, or you could visit our Facebook page, or visit Chris Davis's personal YouTube account, youtube.com/Davis2for2. That's DAVISTOPHERTOO. So until then, I'm Jake Rose.
And I'm Chris Davis.